Hi boys and girls, Miss Hantla here, and I am going to read you a story today. And this is a story you might have heard before. It is called The Ugly Duckling. This is a tale. A tale is a made-up story that often teaches us a lesson. When I read you this story, I want you to listen very closely and see if you can find the lesson that we can learn in this story. This is the story of The Ugly Duckling, based on a tale by Hans Christian Andersen. Mother Duck sat on her eggs. She waited and waited. Suddenly, something moved. The eggs were beginning to hatch. One by one, the ducklings pushed out of their fragile shells. One by one, the ducklings looked at their mother for the first time. Mother Duck looked at them too. Most of the ducklings were small, yellow, and fuzzy. But one duckling looked different. That duckling was bigger than all the others. His feathers were gray and his neck was long. "I have never seen a duckling like you, my dear," said Mother Duck. "You are certainly different, but I love you just the same." What do you notice about those ducklings? How are they the same? And how are they different? "Follow me, sweet ducklings," Mother Duck said. Then she hopped in the pond, and the ducklings followed. Mr. and Mrs. Frog saw the ducklings swim by. The two frogs were the proud parents of new baby tadpoles. "Mother Duck's new ducklings are as cute as our tadpoles, except that last one," said Mrs. Frog. "You're right," said Mr. Frog. "That is an ugly duckling." Mother Duck led the ducklings away. She did not want the ducklings to hear what the frogs said. But it was too late. The gray duckling had already heard the frogs. "Is it true, Mother? Am I an ugly duckling?" he asked. "You are beautiful," Mother Duck said. "You are big and strong, and you surely do well. I am proud of all my ducklings. Don't listen to those silly frogs." The gray duckling wanted to believe Mother Duck, but it was hard. Everywhere he went, the animals reminded him that he was strange. "What an odd duck," they said. How do you think that the duckling felt when he heard people talk about him like that? The gray duckling was sad. The other ducklings never invited him to play with them. He was alone. "There must be something wrong with me," thought the gray duckling. "I do not belong." That night, while the duck family was sleeping, the gray duckling quietly wandered away. He floated down a stream. He saw many new places. He gathered information about other animals and the world around him. But this did not help him. He still felt alone. Then one day he saw a group of beautiful white swans with long necks flying in the sky. "What beautiful birds," thought the gray duckling. "If only I could fly away, maybe I could find a home where I belong." The air grew chilly as fall came. Then it was winter. The pond and streams froze. The gray duckling was often hungry and cold. Sorry about my dog barking. What do you think is going to happen next to the ugly duckling? Let's find out. At last, winter became spring. One day, the duckling saw several beautiful white swans splashing in a distant pond. They were the same birds with long necks he had seen flying months before. "I want to swim and play too," he thought. "I don't want to be alone anymore." The duckling stretched his wings. He felt stronger and bigger than before. Without even trying, he flew into the air. It felt wonderful to fly. The duckling flew to the pond, and the white swans gathered around him. I know I'm ugly and different, started the duckling. You are not ugly, said one of the swans. You are beautiful. We are here to welcome you. The duckling looked at his reflection in the water, and for the first time he saw that they were right. He was a beautiful white swan, just like them. At last he had found the place where he belonged. What do you think we can learn from this story? Tell me in a video on Seesaw. I can't wait to hear. See you later.